Welcome
Hey,
back
guys.
to Fumbled
How's
playing
it going?
Pathfinder. We'll be doing some more of the Infernite League. So, we're going to be going over what happened last time at the beginning of this one because we had all of our technical difficulties. So, first things first, we're going to be introducing all of the characters and the players. So, I'm your GM. My name is Luke, aka Gooblefly. I do a YouTube thing, which I don't know if it's on this overlay, but I believe it's on this overlay.
No, it's not.
Okay, I don't care then. Tom, why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm just watching myself from 30 seconds ago on the stream now, just like making sexy eyes at the camera and flashing fingers.
It's so unnerving in general watching yourself from 30 seconms ago.
I like it. I'm into it. What am I doing? I'm
Introducing
Tom.
yourself and your character.
I'm better than all these people.
That's true.
Especially Craig.
Oh,
But no, yeah, I'm Tom. The character I'm playing is Jacques Terracloth, a mesmerist bartender who uses charisma-based hypnotic abilities to get his way. And I'm looking at building a criminal empire using the rest of the players as my willing pawns.
Okay. Craig, who are you and your character person?
I'm Bartholomew Peter Mayhew Jr., and I'm a human gunslinger, sporting around my trusty pistol legacy. Last session it was only 6 bullets to my name, this time it's only 5.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Stuart.
1 bullet down, 5 to go.
Yeah. Stuart, introduce yourself.
I'm playing Dorhim. He is a gnome fighter who has a short temper and is short.
It's a good combination. It's a good combination.
I thought so.
Okay. So, before we get a move on this week, we're going to quickly recap everything that happened in the last session. So, first thing is first, the party are part of a guild known as the Infernite League that functions out of an inn called the Second Chance Saloon, which was purchased by Mr. Jacques Terracloth quite recently. Okay, they got tasked with a job by an old half-orc lady in the town of Marin's Eve called Odette Swan. She asked them to transport a wooden lockbox to an inn in the capital city of Woodhurst, which was nearby. They were stopped at the city gates by guards doing searches, and they decided that, being warned what the contents of the boxes were, well, they were told that it was dangerous, so they decided not to show the guards what was in the box, and instead tried to smuggle the box through city sewers. They were witnessed by a small child called Jonathan Skint, who they
Poor
murdered. Johnny is dead. He was young
Woo!
and innocent.
Idea.
Whilst
I
they
don't
were,
think he was. We never found that out.
we didn't
was
I
check.
told you,
Yours.
he ran away from home, disobeyed his parents, he's a naughty boy, and now he's been punished.
Okay. Whilst they were in the sewers, they encountered a pair of dream spiders, which they exterminated and harvested for the venom, which Jacques then turned into a hallucinogenic drug called Shiver. The tunnel came out in an inn called the Dead Man's Pub, run by a barmaiden called Henrietta, who knew Junior from a previous time. They scared some information out of her, and then Dorhim punched a random patron in the face. Because
That was the best.
just
You also
because
spoke
they
about-
felt like being morons and a mess. Finally, they made their ways to the Lion's Leg
It worked in the
Inn
end.
to drop off the box with the recipient. They were shortchanged by a gang called the League of Stars, who they then they threatened them to get their full payment. And in the process, were introduced to the leader, a charismatic dwarf who looks a lot like Santa Claus, who was not all that impressed to be pulled in front of the group, although he was impressed by their tenacity. I think that's everything we need to discuss about last week. Does anyone have anything? Does anyone have anything they really want to add into that, or are we good to go?
that's it for me.
Don't think
Rest in
so.
peace, Johnny.
Okay, so then
We haven't got into everyone's back doors, so.
let's.
Well, actually, I think when it comes to Johnny, if we didn't get him, the spiders would have. So I think we really did a
Exactly.
good thing in the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
We saved him.
We gave him a quick death.
You broke his arm and then shot him in the back.
Yeah.
Quick death.
It wasn't that quick.
It
tried to
was
run.
not that quick.
If he hadn't ran, he
It's
would
better
have
than
shot in
poison
the back.
spiders.
Okay, yeah. So
We should have got him to join us. We should have adopted him.
you could have done that. So let's get on to business then, shall we? So the last time we saw the party, you were all in the Lion's Leg Inn. It was late evening because you guys had asked to stay there to meet. You guys stayed there to meet your drop, the person you were giving the lockbox to. So yeah, that's last time we saw you guys. What do you guys want to do? What are we feeling?
Your voice just broke up horribly for me, so I'm actually not sure what that last bit was.
Yeah, you were saying we were in the pub. And
Yeah,
we
you
wanted
just-
to, wanted to, and I think
Robot,
Stuart's
He
mic
wants to know
muted
what
himself
we're
again.
doing.
So we're still in the same inn as before, right?
You're in the Lion's Leg Inn, a rather nice inn in the center of Woodhurst. It was pretty busy, but like it's late. Patrons are either asleep, or there's maybe a couple people milling around in the bar below. Okay, are we good to go, guys?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm good to go. Yeah, sorry about that,
Wonderful.
everyone. There's been some
Okay.
nonsense, but we're back.
Right.
We're good.
So, the inn. You guys are in an inn. It's about 8 o'clock. What do you guys want to do, or are we going to skip to the next day?
I had to warm myself up after all that nonsense, so I'm gonna buy myself a drink at the bar
Yeah.
and find a table with an empty seat and join in with some new friends.
So you're going to try social with the locals. Socialize. with the
I'm going
locals.
to go and do a social.
Good.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go along with Tom as well, and just kind of like not to be like social so much, but just kind of watch your back, just in case.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So you yeah, sure. There's a table of like 3 elderly gentlemen. Like it's medieval times, so elderly is about 40.
I
3 elderly looking humans, like withered hands, each with like a pint of something, probably like stock ale, and they're playing a game of cards.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna I'll buy if they're only drinking like normal ale and stuff, I'll buy something similar and sit with them.
Yeah.
Just go in there and I'm gonna be friendly. Just sit down nicely, ask them
Like-
if I might join in.
Mhm. Like he kind of looks at you, like one of the old elderly men just kind of looks at you and goes, buy-in's 3 copper. And he like points to like wooden bowl that once held peanuts in the middle of the table, which has got like a few coins in it.
Excellent. Yep, no problem at all.
Okay.
I'll take out a few coins and throw it in.
Craig, you want to do the same, or are you just gonna stand in the
Well,
background?
what's this? Is it like a game of cards?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'll join in.
Cool.
Yeah, like a cowboy with guns. You have to play cards.
Exactly.
Cool. We'll do that in a minute. So, what about Blight and Dorhim? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go for a walk. Just through the streets casually.
Okay.
I think I'd probably just go to sleep. So I'll be asleep.
You're not going to threaten anybody.
Okay.
Not gonna threaten
Dorhim just like. Okay. Sure. Let's do the game of cards first.
Okay, cool.
It's a reasonably simple game. It's kind of like gin rummy kind of stuff. Like, we'll just say it is like some
I don't-
variant of medieval gin rummy. Who the fuck is Herbert, and why the hell are people being able to get into this?
Didn't you
don't
tweet
know.
out the link?
Oh my
And
god!
tweet-
First Jason, now Herbert.
I didn't tweet it. I don't think I tweeted the stream. I gave it to our Facebook group, which means by accident. So it means it's these fuckers. Get out. Good. Okay. So it is like this world's variant of gin rummy. It plays the similar way. Maybe the deck cards are different or whatever. But yeah, it's a simple game. If you guys want to, play, like, give me like a generic like roll. So like it will just be going on luck or whatever.
Yep.
Unless either of you want to do anything. If one of you want to try cheat, for example.
No, it's only. Oh, I got that 20 though.
That's because you rolled 20, not rolling d20.
Ah, shit. Okay. Damn it.
Slash roll d20, not slash roll 20.
Okay, that's not. Okay, fuck. Man, I miss physical dice.
Craig, okay, so you're doing better than Tom, and I'll just quickly roll for these guys. So, not going to be taking the total. I'm not doing the total. Oh my god! So yeah, like, do these, like,
How do we do?
like I'm going to be eliminating the lowest roll each round. So like you guys throw some coins around. Get a couple good hands. You guys get average hands, but you manage to play them pretty well. And eventually, one of the guys just kind of like tips the brim of his hat and just like he like leans back. He doesn't leave the table, but he's still got booze and whatnot. But he, he's just gonna chill and chat with you guys, but he's not playing anymore because he's out. Okay. If you want to do another one, do another one. Like we'll just keep going on.
I'll keep going. Should I just total up how much copper I'm spent on this?
You're still in the same paying, like
Oh, okay, cool.
You paid 3. It was 3 copper.
Which is
nothing.
Of course, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna make you pay. It's a regular roll, then no one's gonna really pay.
Aye.
So yeah, that's what I did that wrong. But yeah, so slash roll another d20, and I'll see what those are your numbers to beat. Lowest roll gets eliminated again.
Oh shit!
Oh fucking hell!
Yeah, give us a roll.
Same again.
Yeah, cool.
I wish I cheated.
You get dealt.
What?
You get given the exact same hand of cards, and you're like, oh, I can work with this.
It's fate.
Yeah.
Destiny has chosen me.
Junior, on the other hand, like, how do you want to go down? Do you just want to play badly, or do you want to have fucked up something?
I'll just play badly. Just a bad hand, bad luck.
Yeah. It's not a really casual game, but you get shrugged. Use the hand. So there's 2 old pub goers and Tom left. So
cool.
once again,
I'm gonna roll it.
Yep. 20.
Shitballs.
Ooh. And Thomas, you are out. So these 2 old men, like one of them just like takes him like a round, and he's just like, I win, and it was pretty impressive. Maybe too impressive, but pretty impressive.
Aye.
Yeah. So, are you guys just socializing, or like while this game's going on? Now we know that you guys don't get the pot of like 1 silver. Do you guys want to talk about anything particular, or do you just want to,
I'm gonna ask. Try to remember what we've actually done so far. Yeah.
So, I can give you a rundown. The
How
things
many?
that
Sorry.
you guys know about. Yes, great.
How many copper pieces are in a silver piece?
It's 10 copper to a silver, 10 silver to a gold, and 100 gold to a platinum piece.
Okay, cool.
So,
thank you.
It's like a 10th of gold, which isn't actually all that bad, but it's still not much.
That's
so,
fine.
the things that you guys know about in terms of this place in the city, you know about this job you just did. Obviously, you've got all the stuff that you learned in the job you've just done. But back in Marin's Eve, when you were looking into leads that you could investigate, there were 2 other things that kind of, like piqued your interest. One was the fact that 2 local men have been murdered recently. A blacksmith in Woodhurst and an innkeeper in Marin's Eve have been murdered. Their bodies were found under weird circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one was the fact that a noble adventurer has come back recently, claiming he's sporting some great piece of treasure that he's holding a party for, and he's going to be showcasing it there.
Well, quite frankly, I would love to get in on this party action.
Okay.
There's a great treasure, and I think we should all get dressed up, go shopping, get some new clothes.
Okay.
Craig, I think you look great in a nice, like, dark green doublet.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue
Fashion
with that.
souls. Okay.
We're changing the game to Fashion Finder.
Fashion
Finder. Okay, so what are you going to talk about with these guys about the party then? So, how are you going to go about talking to them about the party?
Have you heard about this spiffing party which is happening?
Spiffing, good word choice. Like one of the old men kind of like takes a drag from a pipe. He's like, a bunch of bunch of fancy twats,
So, it's like we heard some kind of noble hero type, some goody two shoes was was hosting this little soiree. Any idea what kind of things this guy's known for?
He's like the two of the guys like kind of look at each other like, you think Mr. Black is like noble and fancy? Is that really what you've heard?
That's what we've heard for sure, but can you tell it's different?
A low-life's piece of scum. Like he has money, but he throws it around like the twat he is.
Interesting. Throws it around how?
Just buys all sorts of things, whores, like weapons. Just he likes wealth. He likes wealth for wealth's sake.
Yeah, sounds like a real rock sort to me. Definitely can't relate to that in any way.
Yeah, money. Yeah, who wants that?
So,
Like-
what kind of people has he been invited to this thing?
He like the like two of the men kind of like look at each other and shrug, like like, and then the third one kind of like looks at like a lot of his usual cohorts. There's like nobles from the surrounding area are all kind of flocking to here. Like mostly wealthy people or people who are in reasonably high up positions. In fact, one of them suggests that actually give me a roll, Tom, just see how well like these guys
Aye,
are rolling up to you. If you've got, if you want to do it on any sort of like social skills.
Oh right,
and
yeah.
you've got a reason for that. Give me a holla, and I'll see if we can.
Well, just diplomacy.
Diplomacy should do fine. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let me remember how this fucking sheet work. There we go.
You just press the dice button.
Yeah,
Boink.
I just get to find the things.
23. Yeah, so he kind of like he's like, I got a
I'm
friend
very
who's a
sorry.
friend who's a friend. He the way that anybody in a world like this knows anybody. Like they're like, oh, I know someone who knew someone who knew someone who knows. Give me a second while I just change a page. He knows about. He has friends in the city's guard. And he says that there's a whole bunch like the Mr. Black is actually quite popular with a lot of the city guard, and especially a lot of the city guard who took place in the reformation of Woodhurst. So the people who were like 15, 20 years ago came in to crack down on the city's crime. So a lot of like retired guards go to his parties.
Okay, cool. Retired guards, you say?
Yep.
Any key names? Like anyone interesting?
Okay. Like if you wanted to, you'd actually have to name drop to figure that one out. You'd have to lean in and say, "What about this guy or this guy?" You're not say what sort of names because he could list off.
I was hoping for I was thinking more like local stories and stuff.
Could I use knowledge
could I-
local on this?
Yeah, can I do that as well?
What?
To know
like
local-
some of the notable people, like notable
Yeah, like
names.
people in the area. Like, sure, if there's like some chief guardsman that is like well known for one reason or another, then maybe
like
know the
somebody
names or
renowned
something.
for gang destruction or something.
Yeah, you guys both of you give me knowledge local. I'll need a pretty good roll for this though.
Aye. That's not one.
That's not a
critical.
good roll.
Nah, that's a 7. It's not good at all. Oh man.
Like he
Mine was
lists up.
pretty awful as well.
Yeah, yours was a
That'd be
nat
a
1.
critical. Yeah.
That'd be a critical fail.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, if the number's red, it's a critical fail.
First crit of the game.
Yeah, no, not true. I critted. I critted on the old man card playing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so he lists off a couple of names, like oh, Johnny Kilgood or whatever, and you're just like,
You loaded up a name generator especially so you wouldn't think of shit like Johnny Kilgood.
I didn't actually get the thing up yet. Oh, it's why we got Mr. Black and Johnny Kilgood.
Johnny Senior,
Just gonna go by.
Okay.
wondering where his son is.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no.
We now have fancy name generator up, so we can
Okay,
do
good,
this
thank
a
you.
lot easier. Cool. So yeah, that's all you're really gonna get out of him for now, I think.
Shame that. Okay, well I'll thank him for his I'll thank him for the distraction and leave him to his drinks and his games.
Yeah. So let's go to Blight roaming the town by his lonesome.
All by myself.
Are you looking for anything particular, or are you just looking for trouble?
I'm just looking for a walk, and then go to sleep.
So
Just to wear himself out before he gets to bed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come.
like-
I don't need an ulterior motive.
Totally.
unless you particularly go looking for something, you're probably not gonna nothing's really gonna happen. It's a well populated city. It's it's a well populated city. It's very well guarded. Crime is often very cracked upon, so cracked down upon is what I meant to say there. So the sort of situation is, if you went out, you would probably see a lot of guards walking around at night. Actually, give me a perception check. Let's give you something to do while you're out.
Okay, I need to find that window.
What we got? 26. That's quite good. That's a nat 19. Cool. So yeah, you should know that. Like, you notice that while the city is usually pretty populated with guards, tonight especially, there's not that many around, and the 3 or 4 that you do see roaming the streets are mumbling to each other, like they're really kind of conversing with one another.
Pretty relaxed atmosphere.
Yeah. Cool. There's nothing else you're really going to see on your walk, so you probably make your way back to the pub pretty nicely. Cool. Okay, so let's fast forward this to the morning then. You're all up and at 'em, probably getting breakfast, and it's got some food. What do you guys want to chat about?
Well, we need to decide where our next paycheck's coming from.
Bingo.
I say paycheck, but
Also, Jack, I think your breathing's a bit loud.
He's doing wind sound effects.
yeah, sorry. Microphone went a bit close to my face. My bad.
Yeah. Okay, so how much money did I give you last time? 90 gold?
You gave us 22.5 gold for each of us.
Yes, that's 90.
Mhm.
Approximately. So yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, I can count. So, you guys know that if you guys want to make it through this month and pay everything, like, your in rent and whatever, you're going to need a little more money than what you've got, but you've still got plenty of time. Your payment goes out at the end of each month, and right now it is April the 4th.
Okay.
Literally just changing the date on the document you guys have.
Just for the people watching, that's the payment that we have to basically keep tenancy of our pub that we own.
It's not so much keep tenancy. You'll keep your tenancy, but things might go wrong. For example, you might not have stocked up as well. So if people come in, you might accidentally, like, if someone says, "I demand a drink," you might have to give them bleach in order to get them shut up.
That's fine.
So
I can do that. I've got
alternatively, one of your bedrooms might collapse. I will have fun if you guys don't pay your bills.
So basically, we
As
don't
long
want
as
Luke
someone
to
is.
enjoy himself. That's usually a good idea.
So,
we got 30 last time, right? How much do we need altogether?
you got 22.5 each last time.
Yeah.
You need 25 gold per month each. The contract that you signed at the beginning of last week, it made it so that you guys have to. You guys have signed a contract that says you will pay equal amounts.
Yeah.
And you will also receive equal amounts, which is why the money gets split up perfectly.
Ah, yes, the contract.
The
contract.
magic contract.
It's not magic. It's just a contract.
The contract is that.
Yeah, well, if it was magic, none of you actually looked at it, you just signed it. No.
True.
Cool.
Well, I mean, we only need the one job, and then we got enough to pay for the.
Yeah, so let's
thing,
decide which
so
job we're
everything
doing.
on top of that would be extra.
Okay, so there are 2 things that you know about. Is the party is tonight. And there is also the fact that 2 guys were killed around town, and the guard were paying, I believe I said, 150 for. The guard of Woodhurst are offering 150 gold to anyone willing to solve the murders of the local innkeep and a blacksmith.
Okay, cool.
That's a good bit of money, so maybe we do actually want to follow that up.
It's not a bad one, but pardon me. I still quite like the idea of going to this fancy party. I feel like
How many people do we get to kill at this party?
Well, that's the thing. Like, we don't know
Many
until
as
we
you want.
get there. We'd have to go there and evaluate the situation. Just get to the party. Everyone rolls a praise. Decide how many people we're killing.
That's not how a praise works. But remember, you got 1 XP for killing that child. These are fully grown adults.
Oh, man, that's
you
great.
may be worth
That's
3.
like- Oh man, 3. Okay, cool. I say the party because with this serial killer, we only get to kill 1 dude. At the
That's only
party, there's that's only
but
for
we get
experience.
150 gold for killing
I also-
one guy.
I also
Or it
think
could
that-
be a group of people killing.
See, I also think there'll be less people if we accidentally kill one of them. Then less people are going to notice at this party.
Yeah.
What do you mean accidentally? We're gonna kill
if
them
we-
all, right?
If we kill somebody, then like we just have to tell everybody that they're drunk and they've passed out, and we're gonna take them somewhere.
You're
quiet to lie
drunk and
down.
have passed out.
But the arrow hole in your front is not.
How else do you think he got drunk?
He fell on it.
In his drunkenness.
You fell.
He
Daniel,
fell into
well,
my
look-
bowl.
Can I just say to the chat, Daniel, we are level 1 characters. We ain't fighting no dragon. Get fucked.
Not for very long, anyway.
Yeah, we're not fighting a dragon for very long.
Ow.
Well, I mean, usually it can only attack 1 person per round, so that's like 4 rounds,
I mean,
maybe.
Maybe if I had 6
I will-
bullets, sure, but I've
dragons
only got
have
5.
These dragons have AoE attacks. Like Dragon's Breath and things. I'm literally Googling. I'm on the Monsters by CR Pathfinder page to see how
Guys, if
large
ever
they are.
against a dragon, we'll have to stand in nautical direction.
Yeah, exactly. Then it can only hit 1 once. We're
Uh,
fine. But no, I'm still saying we go to the party. I think that's gonna be the most fun for us.
So the party is this evening. So you've got a day to wander around, learn what you need
Right.
to learn.
Yeah, so
And-
I say we do the party because we've only
You
got
might
1
get
day for
something
that.
nice out of it, yeah.
Well, we've only got 1 day to do it as well.
True,
So
yeah. Whereas
come back
the
to what
serial
next time.
killer issue will probably still be around.
Yeah, unless someone else solves the murders.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
could.
But
in that
how,
case,
how will
I
they
mean,
solve the 3rd murder that just happened? Along the sewers.
If a large party, there's also a very high chance that we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and the serial killer will be there and will accidentally kill him.
accidentally.
That requires that the serial killer has to eat. Well, one, you keep calling him a serial killer, but he's just a murderer. 2 cases a serial killer doth not make.
3 cases.
But
The 3rd one had multiple deaths as well.
Yeah,
okay.
we'll be fine. No problems here.
Why are people saying less bullets in the chat? I don't need to know.
It's
do I?
like a more versus less bullets.
There's like
'Cause
it's more like a
less-
grammatical contest of which is if it's less bullets or fewer bullets.
Okay, so you guys want to do the party tonight? Are we all in agreement?
Yeah,
Yeah.
party time.
Yeah.
Cool,
Okay.
So, you know where the party is going to be hosted. It's being hosted by a nobleman by the name of Mr. Black. Whether or not, like, people often rumor that that's not his real name, but it's a name that he goes by. It's what he's known by. It will do as a name. He has a large estate on the north side. Like, it's not actually in the city, but it's like slightly out. It's large. It's very, very fancy. But yeah, so you guys are in the inn. Like, you're gonna need to really, you're gonna need to get yourselves prepared for this party because a lot of you, well, yeah, you have adventurer's gear on. While you might be able to pass, like, maybe Jacques can pass his nobility, but the rest of you,
My
maybe
armor's
don't
pretty
look as-
fancy looking.
Yeah, you have a character picture and it looks fancy in the picture. So that's why
Yeah,
I'm saying
exactly.
it. But also, you use magic to make it look like you're wearing a suit. So,
Exactly.
but the rest of you, on the other
And
The
hand,
rest of
great.
us are scrubs.
yeah, the rest of you are kind of scrubby.
I can make you all smell good.
I mean, I wouldn't be objecting to it.
Or we just say that you guys are my bodyguards.
I like that plan.
Yeah,
That could work.
That
Yeah,
means
'cause the
any
issue-
killing or violence we do falls on you.
Mate, that doesn't matter. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Say that I ended your contract. You're all fired.
Okay. Are you gonna like try to find out anything else about the party, or find out anything else about the guest list?
Well, we've got until the evening, and
Yeah,
if we're
you've
not
got
going
all day.
clothes shopping, then we might as well. So do we know the venue?
Yeah, it's at Mr. Black's estate, which is on the north side, just outside the city. It's
In
like
that
maybe
case,
10 minutes
let's-
walk from the furthest building that constitutes the city.
Okay, cool. So I say first thing we do is go and look at the area,
Yeah, the building. Great. Are
or at
we all
least
gonna go?
see where it is.
Are we all gonna go, or are some of you gonna do other things?
I mean, who's best suited towards scouting? I'm assuming the ranger would be a pretty good idea.
Well, I mean, like, it's not so much you're scouting the building as you are just double checking everything. Checking exits. Anyone can see where doors are on a building. It doesn't need to be a ranger.
I mean,
I'll definitely go though.
All right.
Would it be worth seeing if anybody else has any bodyguards around? So maybe,
Well, if the party's not started, they won't be there yet anyway.
or like seeing if anyone's been hired. Maybe searching
Mm.
around, seeing if anyone nearby's, any groups have been
Yeah.
hired for that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
that makes sense. Yeah. So,
where would we find that out, though?
I'm about to say Craig. God, rude. So, like, each large city will have a building, like kind of like a town hall-esque thing, which is where people will hire mercenary groups. There are a lot of roaming mercenary groups in the land of Just Time, but they mostly roam, or they have a base camp somewhere in the wilderness rather than being located in a major city. So
Yeah.
the situation is kind of like you go to this building, it will say we are hiring employees, like bits of paper. You'll take one down, and they'll have couriers get in contact with the mercenary guilds.
Yeah,
Most hired help will
contracts.
come from there.
Okay.
Well, I happen to have a intimate knowledge of mercenary groups, so I would say that I would probably go and check out there if possible.
Yeah. Yep. Sure. Okay. You could easily do this and then join the rest of the group at the house. You could easily do it as like a swing by building like that. Does anyone else want to do anything? Like just kind of queuing up things we could do.
No, I just want to like check the venue out, see what kind of people are on the guest list, maybe talk to some of the people guarding it.
Yeah, great. Okay, so
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tom then, because that just seems to be what I'm doing. But
It just follows me around. He's learning the
Yeah.
trade. I'm teaching him.
exactly.
So let's start with like the mercenary building. So Dorhim, I guess you're taking the lead on this one. Like, there's a middle-aged human lady behind the desk, kind of like maybe chewing tobacco, just like leaning on desk. Like, these sort of typical images you see of like secretaries chewing gum, like leaning on desks. Kind of looks like that.
Monsters Inc.
She does not have
She's
cool.
not
Yeah.
a slug.
That's Roz. The secretary has snake for hair. Is dating Mike Wazowski. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Okay, so-
yeah.
I just vision Roz.
You fucked up.
Yeah. Okay. So how
Get
do you
Doran
wanna-
through the voice.
Well, is there any kind of protocol for this, or would
Yeah, there's certainly protocol for hiring that you would know, because you'd be on the other end of that at some points. But like in terms of what you're asking, not so much. It's just a person behind a desk. The protocol is that you'd go up and
Okay.
just.
well, I'm just saying, would there be a particular person who would know everything, or would it be this person behind the desk who knows everything? Like, do I need to get to maybe upper management, or do I just deal with her?
Give me a roll. See if you like how much you know about how this institution works.
Okay. Well, I have a role that works there.
Yeah, you're using proficient.
Mm,
Okay, so yeah, you like back in the day, you very much dealt with the other side of things. You dealt with the couriers. No,
Well, I guess there's only one strategy then. Is I would probably walk in and I'd just start shouting, I want to know who's in charge around here. I've got some complaints, that sort of thing.
Okay.
I want to see if I can get her to react.
Yeah. I'm guessing you're going on intimidate there.
Yeah, that's my usual go-to plan.
Scare the shit out of someone, hope they talk.
I mean, it's been working well for you so far.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me an intimidate check.
Yeah.
22, nice. So yeah, just, like the lady's like, calm down, sir. Calm down, sir. I can. What's the problem?
I was hired to do a job, and for some reason, someone's saying someone else is hired to do this.
Oh, I can look into this. I can look into this. I know how to do this. I know how to do this. I'm sorry. I'm new here. Can you give me the name of the job and the employer and the employer?
It was to be guards at Mr. Black's estate, and Mr. Black obviously was the employer.
Oh, yes. I know exactly the case. You're lucky you guessed. Like you didn't even know they were hiring guards. Yeah, that's right. I can, and she grabs like a file off the desk and runs backwards, and yeah, she's gone for like maybe one or two minutes, and she comes back out and she's got another file and she says like, I'm very sorry, sir, but we've hired a guild known as mercenary group known as Reckless Tyranny. It seems like they've already been paid up front, and yeah, I'm sorry if there's been a misunderstanding.
I would probably leave at that point and then go back, and then I'd give that information to the rest of the group. I just storm out.
Yeah, you storm out.
YOLO, bitches.
Yes.
Okay.
Just, without saying a word, just straight out. Give the rest of the group the info about the name of the mercenary group, and perhaps say that it might be worth looking out for those members if they're there.
Yeah.
At the night.
Like the lady, like as you like storm out the room with your tiny gnome legs, like the woman's like, and then like you leave. No. Yeah, didn't expect you to turn around. Back. Cool. So the rest of you now know that there's a group of mercenaries who've been hired to act as guards, known as Reckless Tyranny.
Cool. Well, I want people that aren't already on job to find out as much as they can about them.
Cool. So I know that Jacques and Junior are going to go investigate the estate itself. Are you all going to go investigate the estate, or do you guys want to split up into two and the other two of you go search for more information?
Well, if we have to find information about the mercenary group, then we should probably have some people doing that.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Cool. In that case, split into two groups of two seems like a nice idea.
Come on, Craig, let's go.
Yeah. So let's
wait before we split up, guys. Again, everybody put your hands in the middle. We're doing our cheers again. Let's go. Everybody in.
Yeah.
We're all in this together.
I have to go to the Roll20 to make sure you're all doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Yeah.
Okay, and break. Let's go.
Okay. So let's deal with the estate first, because we just dealt with the. Yeah. So like, okay. Right, so the estate, it's a really large building. It's got a proper brick wall all around, which is, not all that common in these sort of times. Like, brick is very expensive. And most, like, rich people might build their buildings out of brick, like proper, strong brick. But, use your words, Luke. But, like, very few people will then build walls around their buildings with more brick, because it's that expensive. So, yeah. This is expensive. Yep. It's a rich-looking estate. At the front, there's a wrought iron gate and a pair of quite official-looking people standing there.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to make sure my station's up, so I'm smelling all nice and all working. I'm gonna
Jason,
come
leave.
forward. Is Jason back?
He's back.
Jason's back.
Holy shit! Jason, fuck off. Who is this Jason? This renegade.
Hi, Jason.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna go forwards and I'm just gonna bid them a good day. How are they doing? They're just on like the front gates of these walls, yeah.
Well, they're like standing outside the gates. Yeah, like they're guards. Yeah, like they have like halberds. Proper halberds. They like block the gate with them. It's like, it's your business.
Big guys. Oh, just to the chat, Jason is somebody that keeps trying to join our Roll20 game, and we keep having to kick him out because we don't have to. Also, why is Fred here?
Almost
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
God damn it!
I like it, but
I like it. I just didn't know we had that. I just saw it now.
What?
He's still here.
Check the stream. We have Fred.
I'm not checking
from.
the stream.
All right, we have Fred from fucking Scooby Doo that just says, "Let's split up, gang."
Was that you,
Okay.
Chris?
Right.
I don't see anyone else that could do it. So.
Regardless, yeah, I'm gonna greet them and say hi.
Okay. Just they don't move. They say and like they go, state your business, sir.
I'm just like, I just wanted to see. I was wanting to say who Mr. Black had hired to be on watch for the party this evening.
Are you really gonna word it that way? That doesn't sound iffy at all.
I want to make sure it's well protected. If I'm a guest.
Okay. He's like, explain. Why? Like, we are some of the guards. Why do you need to know this information?
Well, I'm attending. I gotta make sure
You're attending. Do you have an invitation on you?
Not on hand. No, it's not time for the party yet, is it? Are you admitting this early?
No, of course not. But if you're asking around, we need to see an invitation, sir.
Oh well, apologies then. And I'll say, I'll be sure to bring it tonight. Obviously, I just wanted to make sure that there was ample security here. I don't usually come to this kind of soiree.
This is your first of Mr. Black's parties.
First of Mr. Black's, yes. But
Okay.
I'm keen to hear some of his stories for certain. Seems to be a very interesting fellow.
Cool. It's like, well, we'll hopefully see you tonight, sir. Can we get a name, please?
I get a name. Okay, I'm gonna roll bluff.
Okay, give me a roll. 3. Okay. Give me the name that you give them.
Like Barry Razadoop.
Sorry, residue.
Yeah, that's a Game Grumps reference.
Right, and I was thinking on my feet.
Yeah,
My feet.
so yeah,
sore.
cool. He like the guard nods and is like, I'll remember that, sir.
God
Oh,
damn
man,
it.
I hope I did good.
He takes note, he makes a mental note of that, and then he just he shoos you away,
Excellent.
he said you can't be on the premises without an invitation.
Fair
Well, I
enough.
think
No
we've done our
problem.
first dead
It's the
body for
orders.
later.
Pardon?
I said I think we found our first dead body for later tonight.
Well said.
The first one that needs to die. Cool.
Can I just make sure I've taken a note of these two guards so I recognize them later? Yeah, just so you know.
Yeah, sure. They are stock human males,
Stock human with it. The straight white guys.
straight white guys. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Just the
Let's-
Burnham song pops in my head. Straight white male.
yeah,
I've not seen it yet. I'm gonna watch it later.
that's good. Yeah, so we've done that. Let's go. Unless you guys want to do anything else around the grounds, but you'll probably have to be a lot more subtle about it.
Sneak. Just a general layout would be useful, I guess, before we go in.
So you can't get much of a layout of the building itself because there's these large brick walls all around. You can get a general layout of the the compound, the area itself,
Yeah.
the grounds. It's rectangular with large brick walls around the outside.
Cool. I'm going to right.
Only
So
one gate, however, and it's this front gate.
that's fine. At least it's safe.
Is there anything particular about the gate?
Yeah, it's got 2 guards and it's made of iron.
Yeah, opening mechanisms or anything like that.
Hinges,
No.
perhaps.
Nothing obvious.
It's hidden Yeah, no, nothing obvious at all.
Okay, cool.
If you want to roll a perception check, I can see if you can spot anything not obvious. But
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
do that.
Sure.
YOLO.
sure,
I ain't.
it's a gate. It opens and
Yep.
closes.
For me, yeah. And same
Gate
with
for
him.
me.
It's a
Oh,
gate.
okay,
It opens and closes.
Can I? Right. So just
New
like
catchphrase.
I guess walk away, but I want to try and like.
Would knowledge engineering do anything for me?
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
fair enough.
If you had like electronic mechanisms or whatever, that would be useful. So yeah, you can replace your perception check with that. It's a gate. It opens and closes.
I tried.
I'm really glad that we're sure about this.
Are we sure it opens and closes?
No, like I should have just said it's a gate. You know it can be shut. Sure. Right. So right? You were saying before we did the engineering check, Mr. Jacques.
God damn it! I'm asking the chat who this person is. Is like, oh god, I don't know. They're just replying. They don't even know who they are themselves.
They don't. They're probably viewers of either me or Alpax. Probably Alpax. I think I have like 2 viewers. Cool.
Okay, what am I doing? Well, basically, I want to try and like listen in on the guards, just their general chatter and stuff.
Yeah, as you're walking away.
As I'm walking away, or just come back in an hour or so, but like
Yeah.
eavesdropping.
Oh. Okay.
Like, I know we're a fair way out of the town, but is there anybody else around and stuff? Like any, or is it just
No.
like literally just
No.
fields and nothing?
he likes his seclusion. Like,
Okay, cool.
let's go with it's like a wooded area, and like there's a wooded area, a clearing, and then this big fence.
All right, cool.
This big wall even.
I'm just gonna like hang around in the wooded area in stealth. If that's cool, and listening.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, you can find like a nice tree to climb up and like listen in. I'm not gonna make you roll climb because
I
I'm
love
lazy.
climbing trees, me.
I love it. Good. Okay. Let's roll a guard perception. Okay, and the other one. Okay. Because I got one of them wasn't doing so great. I will let you eavesdrop like a little, and then one of them will spot you. So right.
Okay, cool.
Because I got a good roll.
Yeah.
So you're sitting in the tree for like a little. Like I'm guessing you duck out and then duck back in.
Well, no, I'm only listening. I'm not watching them.
Yeah, but you're still gonna have to get reasonably close. So you're gonna have to like
Okay.
because it's like this clearing and this forest. So you're gonna be around the edge of the forest.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you climb a nearby tree and you're like listening in, and then like one of the guards like, do you not think this is like kind of shifty? Like how many people have been hired from us? Like I heard like.
Oh, I see. So he's that's what they're talking about.
He's talking
cool.
to his friend. He's like, you're like, pretty much like I hear like they've got like 10, 15 of us in there. Like I thought this was just a party. And the conversation's kind of like this, how it's why am I impersonating a willow tree?
Sounds like that.
Okay, sure. So like it's this kind of Jason, fuck off. Yeah, like
He's back.
They're discussing backwards and forwards about how to like why it's like got so much guarding, why it needs so much. Like he's gone. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you get from this.
Right, so basically just that there's like 10 to 15 of them inside,
Yeah.
but they feel a bit shifty about why they're there.
Yeah, it wasn't like nah, you're not gonna get any more from that. Like about that point, like one of the other guards kind of like, here, mate, is there something out? Like, do you see that? Like he kind of points in your general direction.
Yeah.
Cool. So is that about the point you want to fuck off?
I'm casual. I'm just hanging around in the woods.
So you're not gonna move?
I mean, like I'll be walking through the woods, yeah, but I'm not gonna like fucking leg it out of there because that's totally not incriminating.
Okay, so the guards one of the guards starts moving towards you.
Yeah. By the way, you know how I can use prodigitation to conjure small objects and things.
Yes, you can.
I'm making it look like I'm holding like a cigarette or something.
Cool. Yeah. He's like, Mr. Razadoob, is that you?
So I'll just like turn around.
No.
I'll turn around nonchalantly. It's like and just like, yeah, can I help you?
I thought we asked you to leave the grounds, sir. The party's not ready yet. We must ask you to leave.
Oh, the
Can I
wood's
help?
part of the ground. The wood's part of the grounds.
Yes, sir. He owns like a lot of this area.
I give like an impressed look. I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I'll find somewhere else then.
Yes, please. And like we'll escort you out. And like
Of course.
yeah,
I
like,
just, like,
he kind of
tap
signals
my-
back to his friend at the gate, like to stay there, and then he walks you.
Yeah,
into-
sure. So like as he's walking me out, like I ask like you wouldn't happen to have like anywhere for me to get rid of this, would you? Just like tap the cigarette out.
Like, yeah, I do. And he points at the ground.
Is he okay? Is your boss okay with that?
Where else are you gonna put it?
I mean, it's littering.
He just shrugs.
Littering is wrong, kids.
So is doing drugs like cigarettes.
Hey, look.
And killing children.
Yeah, and killing children.
They don't know that. He doesn't know that. I'm being.
We didn't do that as well.
I'm
That's
giving
our
some
story we're
morals.
going
I didn't do it.
I might be a criminal, but I'm environmentally conscious.
Okay, so yeah, he doesn't give a shit where you put it.
Okay, sure. I'll just like toss it out then.
Cool.
So,
He escorts.
how's the line
Yeah.
of work treating you, soldier?
He does. Give me a diplomacy.
Yeah, I'm
To
just
see
being generally
how-
pleasant. Make small talk. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's on the job. Like,
Aye. Is he that professional?
mhm. Pretty good. All right. Nice pay.
Oh, not too bad at all. How much have they been paying you guys? Might I ask?
Like
If that's not too
Yeah.
personal, of course.
we're being told about like 40 gold ahead.
Not
we're
bad
not
at
getting.
all.
Like, it's not yet. We're getting paid the other side.
Sorry, they're getting paid at the others. Oh, you mean after they're done?
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, just checking your wording. That's cool. Yeah, I was like, oh, not bad at all. So, how's the big guy treating you then? I'm quite interested to meet him myself.
Mr. Black.
Yeah,
we
Bernard.
don't get to. You know his first name.
I mean, like,
You're the
obviously, like, I've heard stories of the guy.
Yeah, but he is very respected. Like a lot of people don't refer to him by his first name.
Oh, I
Uh-oh.
was trying to trump myself up.
Yeah, he's like, you know Mr. Black that well.
I mean, I've heard things on the grapevine, Like I
prefers to
say,
call
when-
Mr.
like I
Black,
say, oh, of course, face to face. But fair enough. I understand you're on the job and all, but yeah, Mr. Black seems like a decent enough guy. I'm quite interested to hear some of his stories.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's like, oh, we're just hired help. We don't really we deal with his staff, not him himself.
Fair enough then. That's a shame. I'm sure he has plenty of interesting things to talk about.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not gonna get much more out of this guy unless you have any specific question you want to ask. But if not, we should probably skip to the other two who've been sitting here patiently waiting for us.
Yeah, sorry. No, I'll just
Cool.
wish him a good day and
Yep. He
all
escorts you out the woods. Okay. So Dorhim and Blight, you guys are looking into information about the reckless tyranny. So whereabouts do you want to do this?
Well, do we know where they operate? Like, would I know of this group of
Give me
another knowledge one? Okay.
Give me your profession, like your profession mercenary. You know that like let me think about this. You've been to one of their camps once. Like it wasn't like their main base, but they have a camp in a wooded area to the north here. Like they do a lot of mercenary work and like a lot of like hunting kind of stuff. So you have like someone saying like, "Oh, there's a monster roaming the wilds." They'll be the sort to deal with that. But in terms of where they're actually situated, you just know one or two of the areas they work in, and it's kind of local.
Well, I would ask Blight. Do you know anything about the area? I'm kind of new here. I know nothing.
Nothing. All I can tell you is
I love how
last
the
night
two.
when I was wandering around, seemed to be a very relaxed, almost as if they thought it was too safe.
Okay.
Guys, I love the fact that it's the two people who don't have knowledge local who are together.
I actually
Um,
checked that earlier.
Well, I guess what we would do, what my first plan would do is I would suggest that perhaps what we want to do is we want to find somebody on the street who looks well armed, but less well armed than us, and then I would want to take him into a side alley and have a chat and see what he knows.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good at intimidating.
Just
by
a
our standards
random
yesterday.
stranger.
Yeah, and then if he knows nothing, we move on to the next random stranger, and we keep going until we find somebody who knows something.
Give me just like one of you two. Give me a straight just d20 roll. Like whichever one.
Blight, you want to do
First, there we
There we
go.
go.
3. Good job. Okay, so like you grab. So right, how are you enticing these people down back alleys?
enticing?
It's-
No, we're just looking for people who are on their own.
We're just going to
And then-
grab them.
Yeah. Okay.
Grab them, chuck them down the alley. They have to be
Hand over them
armed in some way,
ominously.
but we look for people who are slightly less well armed, and then
What plan,
we
Dorhim?
try and we assume that they would know something about the area.
Yeah.
But
So
man,
you
this
grab.
kind of
I
activity.
realised how we can be more intimidating.
Really?
We get a duffel coat, and you get up my shoulders.
Um,
I mean, you could go find a duffel coat. If you want to find a duffel coat, I'll let you go find a duffel coat.
I don't think I'm up for that.
Good choice.
I
So
mean, you're intimidating enough as it is.
I didn't hear a word of that, Craig. You kind of crackled up on us.
Oh, I said you're intimidating enough as it is.
Yeah. Okay, so right, you grab a stranger, and you're about to start asking questions when someone says "guards, guards" from like behind you, or the from the street that you pulled him in. You were spotted.
Oh, what did you do, guys?
Well, are we near the alley that we're going for?
Like you've pulled the guy into the alley and you've pinned him up against the wall, but someone else spotted you do that. So
Okay. Well, I
you
think the
could-
first move would be to chuck him out of the alley.
Yep.
And then get ready for fighting.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
you're
Set up.
going to prepare yourself in the street to fight guards.
Well, I'm assuming the alleyway isn't very large, so we could possibly have Blight set up behind, and then I'm in front.
Okay.
But I don't know what Blight's first instinct would be.
Run.
Might be hide.
Okay.
Hiding or running might be a much better chance. You probably couldn't fight a well-trained guard. The Woodhurst guards are kind of famously strong. They cracked down on criminals activity in the city a while ago.
I'm ready to be persuaded to run.
But you're
Is
like
it-
just getting your weapon out, like, "Hurrah!"
Mhm. Yeah, it's state number one. If you can't intimidate them, you draw the weapon and you prepare to fight.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Like, what are you doing? You're
Yeah.
seeing that your compadre
I'm
is like,
just seeding into the shadows to see if they notice me and see if you can intimidate them easily out of it.
okay.
Okay.
You do see, you see your partner kind of just ducking in behind stuff, cowering in a corner. Give me
cowering.
what?
I'm not cowering.
You are.
No, I'm just like I don't want to fight.
Give me a stealth roll, Chris. You see him hiding, or at least trying to.
Okay. Well, he didn't say anything to me, so I guess I'm still on the first plan of let's see if we can scare him off. And
Okay.
how many are there?
You're in an alley. You don't know who's coming.
Mhm.
So
I'm just saying, have we seen any yet, or have we just heard the shouting?
I'm just about to do that. So a guard kind of reels around the corner, he's quite young actually. He's maybe first or second time on the job kind of thing. And he's got he's got a sword and he's he's got it drawn and he's pointing at you. He's kind of trembling a little. He's like, "You there, sir? Did you kidnap this man?" And a man's behind him. He's like, "It's that one, sir. It's that one." It's the guy that you pulled in.
Well, I'd like to use my once a day thing to kind of get some lights around me. I'd like get a kind of red glow, like to really puff myself up, look evil, demonish, and then
Yep.
just kind of scream at him until he runs away.
Can you just show us what his scream's like?
I would, but there are other people in the house, so.
Come
you do it
on.
quietly.
Arr.
That's
Although that might be as good as it is.
Oh, I just have that image of Simba's roar from Lion King.
Okay. So, give me an intimidate roll, and I'll give you +2 for the red glowy lights.
Okay. Okay. So that would be 17.
Okay. Let me see how he does. Whoops, let's type that in right. /roll d20s rather than just slash. Okay, he's like he takes a step back visibly. The guy. Oh wait, let's do this one actually. Roll. /r d20 -1 for the other guy. 15. Yeah, like even the guy who you pinned up against the walls, kind of like still like they both like take a step back when you start screaming, but you know, there's nothing, and they're like, was it these two gentlemen here? And they point to both of you. The guy just goes, yes, sir. They pulled me in here. They stabbed. They put me up against the wall, and they were. I don't know what they wanted. So, do either of you want to do anything, or are you just going to wait?
Can we hear any other guards coming?
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
If you want to do this as well, Blight, you can, but no. The street behind is actually kind of empty. Like, it was reasonably empty. You know, you guys pulled this guy off the street because you thought the street was empty. You just got unlucky that there was just another guy like turned the corner at the right time. And screamed for a guard, and this is the guard who was in your shot. Singular.
Well, I would like to draw my weapon and go to hit him. Then,
Okay.
hopefully.
I have a plan.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your
wanna
plan, Chris?
I'm going to use my racial in shape.
Great, that sounds like a plan. So, Dorhim draws his sword and starts to step forwards. Chris, explain to us what happens.
I started transforming into like this werebat. And to jump out from the shadows.
You weren't really in the shadows, remember? You failed your stealth check.
Yeah, but they're all distracted by...
He imagines he came from the shadows.
Well, they're all distracted by Dorhim, like, charging at them sword to change. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it must be pretty freaky. I think I'd notice that.
Can you give us your bat noise?
I'm waiting.
That was a terrible...
You know what?
That's beautiful.
I feel like that bat noise is the last sound that Jonathan made as well before you killed him. Okay. So, yeah. What do you want? What are you aiming for here? Like, are you attacking, or are you just like trying to intimidate them?
Trying to scare them.
Okay. Now, the question is: are you stepping out in front of Dorhim, or are you staying behind Dorhim?
They're staying behind.
Okay. Give me an intimidate check plus like 4. The red glowy lights are still around. Like,
That's without the +4.
oh my god, 13. You still failed. Like, you were trying to beat 15 or 18 to scare them. So
That wasn't
yeah,
what I thought his plan was at all.
yeah, right. They're certainly taken aback. Like, they're like, what the fuck is that? And they're like pointing behind you, Dorhim, obviously like above and behind you. Do you want to look?
No, I think I'm still charging. if
Okay.
possible.
You guys are morons. Right, you know what? We've gone for like an hour and a half since the starting time. We'll deal with your encounter with the guards after a quick break.
Yeah, excellent.
Let's take a quick break, guys. We'll be back in a minute.